Good evening, Scorpio. Ooh, that one wants to come out. And fellow cross watchers, how are you? The cards are talking. How are you? This is Inner Knowing Messages. Thank you all for being here. So this is a reading for the month of March. So I will be pulling 3 cards. Oh, there's 2 coming out there, so we'll go with that. So I'm now going to have 4 tarot cards for you guys because the cards are talking. There'll be a crystal angel card and an angel number card as well. So I like to pull a couple more cards with the monthlies, just to sort of give us a better in-depth sort of feeling and energy, what's going to happen. So how was your month of February? How did it go? Did the previous reading relate to how the month went? I hope it went well. Okay. So the first card, wow, Scorpio, we start off with the Ace of Pentacles. That's fantastic start to the month of March. So this is all about your abundance. It's about your financial new beginnings. It's about your opportunities, new jobs, maybe new businesses, money. It can be about investments and savings, prosperity, security, stability, abundance, and manifestation. So if you're big into the law of attraction, or excuse me, hiccup in there. If you're big into the law of attraction, maybe you've been wanting to manifest something for quite some time now, and maybe it's coming in. Please let me know what that is. Ooh, and then we have the moon card. Now, we have been having eclipses, haven't we, recently? And that is definitely a change of energy there. And this is card number 18. Now, the moon card is all about your intuition. It can also be about illusions, dreams, vagueness, instability, deception, anxiety, fear, misconception, subconsciousness, and insecurity. Now, with the moon, it makes things look different. So if you think about it, I've said this before, if you're out in the dark, out in nighttime, and the moon is out, you don't get to see everything lit up in front of you on your path. You'll only see segments of what the moonlight will shine on. So things can look distorted. They may not look what you imagined is actually there. So that's where the illusion may come in, okay? But please don't fixate on that. Try to think past that. Try to think positively. And then we have card number 14, Temperance. Now, this is a card all about your balance. It's about peace and patience. It's about your inner calmness, your perception and your tranquility and perception on things. It's about being in harmony, and can also mean about soulmates and security. So it's about like a slower pace almost. It's about being kinder to yourself, you know. So that's a nice card to have. Oh, and then we have card number 9, the Hermit. Now, the Hermit, as you can see, he's actually got a little star in that lantern there that's helping him lead the way. So this is all about you soul searching. It can be about a spiritual nature or feeling enlightenment. It could be soul searching and having self-reflection, introspection. You could be contemplating about things and having inner guidance, and also having a little bit of solitude, maybe a little bit of time out, a bit of peace and quiet. I absolutely love being in peace and quiet. It's my best thing. It's how I recharge my batteries. You know, I can't cope with too much noise when I come home. I find it overstimulating. So maybe you're like me and you like a bit of peace and quiet. And then we have yellow jasper. Now, this yellow jasper card is all about control issues. Now, are you a bit of a control freak? I used to be very much a control freak up until about, I'd say, 8 years ago. And then I really learned to calm down and actually take a step back a bit, because I feel if you're into manifestation, the more you push for something, the more you push it away. So sometimes if you just sit back and be in a more flow state type of energy, you'd be surprised at what comes in and what you attract. So this says here about utilizing your God-given strength and power instead of fearing what others may try to control you. So basically, you do you, boo, as the saying goes. Okay, don't fear the unknown. Just stay in alignment. Stay with your gut feeling. Do what's calling you. What you feel is right. Forget what everybody else thinks, whether it's family or other. It's none of their business. And I am very much like that with everyone in my life, because at the end of the day, who pays your bills? You do. You know, family can give their opinion, but at the end of the day, it's your choice, whatever you decide to do. As defensive as I might sound there, but I do think it's true, because you can't live your life through the eyes of someone else. Now, I know culturally, a lot of families, traditions, they like to have doctors, engineers, solicitors, that kind of thing in the family. But do you know what? If you want to be an artist or a musician, go for it. Don't do what your family want. Do you. Do what you want, because you will only resent not fulfilling that one passion or dream that you've always wanted. And you might actually be very good at it. Who knows? But until you try something, you're never going to know. And you could be like the next Banksy or the next DJ, whoever. I'm not really up to my DJs who's out there these days, but like Da Vinci and things like that. He was a fantastic, DJ of the dance scene and things like that. And there's so many out there, but ultimately just follow your spark, your intuition, your gut feeling. If it's something to do with music or art, drama, writing poetry, publishing your first book. You've always wanted to write a novel, or you've always wanted to actually focus on true crime, or travel. Even like travel is a massive thing for me. I love the feeling of getting on that plane and taking off and going to somewhere warm. Because as much as we might get a nice summer here, sometimes in the UK, it's not as good as going abroad. And here in Wales, we get a lot of rain, which is why it's so green here. But anyway, I digress. So this card that you've got here is 1331. And this is about good fortune. So you've already had the Pentacles card come in. Okay, so this is definitely tying in well with this reading. So this card says it's about advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. It says, have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. I'll read that again for you. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. There we go, Scorpio. So I hope that's of help to you. Whatever's going on, please let me know. I would really love to hear from you. Please let me know where you're watching from as well in the world. I just find it fascinating, the World Wide Web. But there we go. So I shall be back then towards the middle of the month for a mid-monthly reading with you. That will be just to check in to see what the energies are like for the month, rest of the month of March. But until then, if you haven't done so already, could you please kindly give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And until next time, guys, have a wonderful rest of the week. Take care. Stay blessed.